On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the North Carolina Tar Heels taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Handoff from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at him.
They'll give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the tailback. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Well, this offense knew coming into the game with all the rain, they had to be able to run the football and be physical, but when they throw it, they're just going to have to be a lot more precise. Ball's going to be slippery for the QB and receivers. They need to do a better job not slipping out of their breaks. As a result, they throw a pick. Bad execution.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The option look. Now the pitch. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Can anyone catch him? And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The RPO, it's complete. Running, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Gets it past the marker. Got a lot of running room. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UNC.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. The pitch. Still running at the 40. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. A little trickeration, looking to throw. And the fake works if he can get the first.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it to the up back, completing the pass.
Makes his connection. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Lining up to convert 3rd down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 14, North Carolina 7.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds the tight end. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels! What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on a board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot, but until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
He'll bring it out. It's Wells. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, LSU. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Fair catch, called for and made. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man in the middle. And is slipped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll run the option. Now the pitch.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The back goes in motion. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver shows motion. After run, now throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Gain of 1. Now, 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains.
Let's go.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Puts him in the spin cycle. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
3rd and goal from way back there. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On the ground, it's Thomas. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he tacks on the extra point.
LSU.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll call for the fair catch here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They want to run this quarterback. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Wells. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They go right back to it. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Running back searching for a hole. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to turn the corner on the left. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. toss sweep right. Turns it on in midfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver U. This guy is really good.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
A run for the quarterback. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. Third and goal coming up here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and we love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
I'll tell you what, safeties in today's football now, it changes, right? You used to be big hitters that spin down all the time and have to play the run. Now with so much pass, so much spread, you better be able to cover. You better be able to have some speed. Great job sitting back in zone coverage, breaking on the football, and going and getting that INT.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Handoff to the single back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. To the ground with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really started. Bottom 50 in college football in first down. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense on an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 31, North Carolina 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They go to the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to...
Oh, look out. The ball's free. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Yeah, well, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that. I know that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Get set, get set.
Goes to the option. Discards a man. He'll pitch it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dot, someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Buffalo is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble. May want to head out early and grab a table at the Anchor Bowl. They're trailing by 14 to Boise State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The jet sweep pass. Looking for room at the 40. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Off he goes. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Looking left. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back in the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right.
All kinds of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the offense. They feed him again. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Tackle is made at the 17-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking off. Now the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing?
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll... North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. After this, it'll be a wrap. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.